My area of work is to study the syntax of Indian languages, which is to basically to tie up with the general cognitive project of understanding what is to be human. Our understanding of human language is within a particular model. And even though languages might appear to be exceedingly different from each other, whether you're born in Jharkhand and you speak, let's say, Santali, or you're born in Kerala and you speak Malayalam, these differences that occur between languages are actually much more superficial than we think. So the goal of the discipline of linguistics that I do is to try and understand what is that unifies languages in terms of their structure building properties. There was just complete delight. Delight, of course, for myself, but mostly for the innumerable students that study linguistics, because our discipline, which is extremely hard discipline, has finally been recognized. When I was doing my PhD, the first issue was, of course, access to books and material. But the internet has changed all of that forever. And young researchers can talk to people from other countries, other universities quite easily. Nevertheless, because we are a very small community of generative linguists in India, the exposure that you need to create a peer, to be part of a peer group that is all seeking to do path-breaking work or at least very good work in the field, that remains a challenge. So travel money for students, the chance to be able to go on meaningful exchange fellowships, all of that continues to be a hindrance. I think that the Infosys Prize is going to help in giving the due attention that the field requires. The Infosys Prize will turn the lens onto the structure of Indian languages because of the kind of work that generative linguists do. Our interest is not only anthropological. Our interest is in structural properties. And once we will get the chance to be able to talk about, to be able to expose people to the kind of understanding that theoretical linguistics requires, a completely autonomous understanding of language which makes no reference to culture, to society, but just to the innate property that we have learned, that we have used to learn our language. I think that there is going to be a huge jump and surge in linguistic research. The steps that need to be taken to make liberal arts a priority is a focus on what the learner or what the student already knows. So the idea that art or literature or something, or this knowledge of language is something out there to be produced from books is incorrect. What children already know about language is what an education system should be able to bring out. For example, in a class where there are 20 or 25 students, all of them speaking individually different languages, our classroom today does not even recognize that there are 20 or 25 different languages, and that people come with different competences in the learning of let's say, whatever the language of medium of instruction is. If we were to change that, if we would say, okay, let's have a game. How do you say, I am feeling happy in English versus I am feeling happy in Kannada versus how I am feeling happy in Bangla? And if children were asked to look at those languages as objects of knowledge and say, how do they differ? That would immediately transform the way that, how much priority you would be giving to the liberal arts.